This is all about potty training, saving hundreds of dollars on diapers. That's an exciting thing, but making that transition to the toilet, we know it can be exhausting for parents. Probably the reason this frustrated mom took potty training punishment to a new level. Take a look.
A Florida mom of 3, Crystal Prado, was arrested along with her roommate, Keith Driscoll, after posting a picture on Facebook of her 10-year-old son wearing a dress and makeup as a form of punishment for wetting the bed. The humiliation didn't stop there. Neighbors say the boy was forced to run around the neighborhood in the dress and forced to take a cold shower while they threw ice at him. The boy was placed into his grandmother's custody, but Prado and Driscoll were released because prosecutors claimed there was not enough evidence to charge them. So the question is potty shaming punishment abuse?
This is abuse.
Shame on them.
Really, really sickening that a mom would do this to a boy.
Well, I'm guessing that her boyfriend, I guess it's not the father of this kid, was saying, hey, you know, man up, he shouldn't be doing this kind of thing. He was in her ear, and she played along with it. Yes, big time. We'll definitely give her the idiot award for this
We'll
one.
certainly do that. You know, really, right? Let's cheer for the Idiot of the Year award. But I mean, really, when you look at children and potty training, you know, it's interesting. Patients will come in, oh, well, you know, Johnny's 3 and he still isn't potty trained. But actually, we know that a lot of kids aren't officially potty trained until they're 5 years old. So, you know, don't push it, don't force it, don't, you know.
And 15% of kids after 5 still wet the bed. 5% of kids after 10 still wet the bed, and it's okay.
It is.
I remember times when. I'm not kidding.
I remember yesterday when you did it.
I remember times as a kid, and I can't remember exactly what the age was, but it was beyond the age where you should wet the bed. Waking up in the middle of the night, oh my gosh, the sheets are wet. What did I do? And I was old enough to get the sheets together. I would go put them in the wash, and I would try to wash them, and I would stay up because I didn't want anyone to know.
Yeah.
And I'd wake up like, I would almost shame myself. Sure. I was like, I'm too old for this. What happened? The point is that, you know, it can happen to kids. It can be normal behavior, and making your son wear this, it's funny only if you want to shame your child into maybe a life of probably psychological problems. And joining us now is psychologist and child development expert Gail Gross, because this is one of those things where you can create lifetime damage by doing this, right?
It's so traumatic that actually, when asked to rate how it rated in relation to other problems in their lives, adult bedwetters said that when they were children, it was as dramatic as divorce. And so parents have to reassure their children rather than reinforce their shame and their guilt and their humiliation, which they feel already because they have this secret that they hope nobody finds out about.
So the one thing I want to ask you then, Gail, is acknowledging that potty shaming is a terrible idea, and there are many different ways you could do it, and it's always a bad idea. What steps can a parent take? Because obviously you want to be supportive, and you want to do it in a constructive way. How
what is the right way?
You know, I created something called the empathic process, and it gives children and parents a safe space in which to communicate, to talk together with no defense. You don't want to reinforce shame. You want to reassure your child, be a partner with your child, but mainly letting a child know that he is not doing anything wrong, that time is his partner, he will outgrow this, and many people have accidents right into adulthood and for all of their life. Why? Because stress and anxiety can play a very big part.
And Dr. Travis said something
maybe
really
under a little
important.
Stress and anxiety.
Yes, with getting the child involved in changing the bed and making it a positive process.
That's why the empathic process works. You're very, very smart, because it stabilizes the child, gives them a sense of control again, lets him know that there are things he can do. He's invested in the process that he can do to help himself. That will help him feel that this is just a stage
versus
he's going.
making a big deal. Look what you've done in the bed.
I mean, you even mentioned the adult. As an adult, I've had dreams where, my bladder's so full, I'm dreaming of going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I wake up in the middle of the dream, and I think I'm at the toilet in my dream, and I'm not.
Those are you're talking about different dreams, I think.
TMI here. That's something we need to discuss on.
The whole point is the whole.
Well, Doctor,
here's the
thank
deal.
you for sharing.
When people, my point is this: when people, kids, adults, when you're asleep,
You may be
the body does things you
Yes.
can't always control, and there should be no shame in it.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's whatsoever, TMI or not. I'm telling you, sleep.
We got to get you some plastic.
But you may be under.
Rachel, I'm not doing it every night.
Okay.
But you may be under a little stress and have a little anxiety. So
Those are actually the best night's rest I have. I'm so relaxed. I don't even want to get
that
up.
may
I
be
just wanna...
something to address why that feels so
We'll
good.
we'll use the empathetic approach on him too. See if it helps.
You've never had a dream where
I've
you're
had
like
dreams.
doing something and it's so real.
Yeah, but those dreams aren't about peeing. They're about something else.
I can relate that. I can
So
totally
you can relate.
I can
Yeah,
totally
just because your brain works in a different way. Like for you, you're like regular bodily functions. Okay, for most people, it's urinating, going number 2. For you, like your regular body functions, sex.
I need help, Dr. Gross. Now.
Just one more thing, which is, teaching children to have confidence, and how to bond, and how to not be isolated, to be part of a group is a big piece of this problem because children feel outcasted.
Yeah.
They miss their rite of passage. They don't go to camp. They don't want to sleep over. They don't want anybody sleeping over their house. So it's very important to teach children self-compassion.
Self-compassion and teamwork. Gail, thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.